So we're going to do some wall panelling. Now, first thing we're going to do is work out how high it's going to be, and then how many verticals we're going to have. And I just want a simple rectangular design, nothing too fancy. And then what colour we're going to paint it as well. Thing to start is we need some wood, and we need to decide what size wood goes where. So I'm thinking something about 150 or just up to the bottom of that socket, all the way around at the bottom. Some thinner pieces in the middle, and then another big bit on top. But the bit on top is not as big as the bottom bit. So that's my highly detailed plan. Let's go and see if we can find some wood that will do that.
Wood in France is very expensive for normal stuff. I mean, this is €11 for one length. But if you look around, you can find something you can use quite cheap. So this is €12 and you get 6 in a pack. So this is ideal for what we want, really.
So I've got the smaller one for the verticals, the large one for the bottom, and the not so large one for the top. Now, the reason I got these if you look on that, they've got a flat side on one side. The other side is curved. You can just see that there. So what I want to do is make them all the same length and run them down so that they're all the same size. We'll do that when we get to the vertical, but it's the same. I'm going to start with the bottom. It's the same with the bottom ones. They've got like a tongue and groove effect, which means this edge here is curved. So we want to take that off, and it'll get rid of things like that. Now we found the wood. Let's do a test run. We'll put in the longest piece, which is this one here, underneath there. Miter it at that corner, miter it at that corner, because they're easy, they're 45-degree miters. I've got that skirting in all the way around. Next job is to put the rail on the top. So let's put a laser level on and see how that looks. That looks like as good a line as any, to be fair. Well, there we go. Simple as that. Just do that all the way around. Okay, so we've got the top rail in now, all the way around. It's going to stop in that corner, and there's a vertical, 2 verticals on each corner, and I've got to do something clever along the top there. We'll do that last. I want to do the verticals now. But that's it for today, so I'm going to come back to this another day. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is do the corners first, because we know that each corner is going to have 2 pieces in, and then once we've got all the corners in, we can work out the spacing that we want. So I'll go and start with that corner and cut 2 pieces to go in there. Looking at it, I think probably around 60 centimetres is going to be just about right for the big walls and those 2 back walls. But obviously you can't just do 60 because that's not divisible by 60. So 60 is a rough size, but we want all the panels to be the same size. So the way you do this is measure the entire length and then work out how many 60 panels that you can have in that length. I'll show you. So we do 2775 divided by 600, 4.5. So obviously we can't have 4.5 unless you have 2 half panels either side, and that's just going to look ridiculous because they'll be tiny. So what we do is we take the nearest full number, so we could do 5. So 2775 divided by 5 gives you a panel width of 555 for each panel, and they'll all be the same size and even. And then you do the same on that wall, and you have a range that you want it to be in, so it's close to 60 centimetres or 600 millimetres. If we do 555 for each one of those panels, they'll all be the same size and they'll all be even. So what I'll do is I'll just draw on the wall now the centre of each of the uprights at 555, and you can see what I mean. Okay, I hope you can see that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, which gives you 5 panels at 555, so it all looks even. There we go, that looks pretty good. So I'll just level them up, glue them back, and move on, do exactly the same thing now on the other walls. Okay, it's been a while, we're back here. All I've done here is one of the wood joints, put a little bit of filler and smoothed it off and sanded it. So now we are ready for an undercoat or primer, both, and then I'll colour on top. But I just want to show you this. So this is the offcut. When I cut these down to size, so 50mm there, 100mm, and then 110 or something along the bottom. The offcut bit was this. This is what was left. You can just see. So what I've done is turned it like that, and put it on top to show a bit of a lip, which adds a nice a nice feature. And I've put the same lip here, you can see, and there as well. So the plan is that both the uprights and the panels will be the same colour, and the colour I've gone for is grey. So the first thing I've got to do is put tape and mask off the wood from the top half, because the top half is going to stay white. What a lovely day. So as you can see, taped it all off, ready to undercoat, but as this is not particularly good wood, we've got knots, big ones, lots of little ones, like that. And the problem with this is, once you paint these, eventually it leaches through and you get like a brown ring here coming through your paint where the knots are. It's quite easy. All you do is just paint it on with a brush. Make sure you get all of the knot. Okay, that's it. So all little knots painted over. Okay, so yesterday finished off the undercoat. So all we've got to do now is put the final colour on at last. It's going to be grey. I wanted a darker grey than this, but I was advised by several people that it would be too dark for this room. So hopefully you'll see and let me know if it's too light. So that's what we're going to do today. We've got French paint, Paris number 4, very French. So let's get this on and see what it looks like. What? Right.
Better give this a bit of a mix. Hopefully it won't be that dark by the time I've finished.
Well, that was interesting. Look at that, the difference in colour.
Looking at it, I think it's the right choice of colour. I hope so anyway.
Right, here we are about halfway through. So this has had 2 coats. Looks good. Done the door, the printer cupboard. This area here is difficult to see because the light's going, but that's only had 1 coat. That's had 2 coats. So there's that one. It needs a third, definitely needs a third, because you see little bits here and here. So I'm just going to finish off doing the second coat all the way around, and then tomorrow do the final third coat.